Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Zenon Capron. I'm here at SmartStream's stand at the Singapore FinTech Festival 2022. One lasting impact of the pandemic virus has obviously been the increase in digital payments. Around the world, we've seen volumes and values of digital payments increase as individuals and businesses increasingly look at online payments as a way of closing business and making transactions. That has had some really stark implications for the companies that are involved in the payments value chain, and particularly around fraud, chargebacks, and reconciliation has been a challenge. So in collaboration with SmartStream, we launched the paper recently called Digital Payment Controls, which is looking at what companies can do around this to better take down the cost of these failed transactions and fraudulent transactions. Some of the key findings included the fact that, increasingly, organizations need to look at the transactional level and really have a bottoms-up approach to looking at the data and individual transactions rather than the aggregate. Secondly, banks and participants really need to be looking at AI and machine learning to really automate the process. Manual checks in this area of increasing volumes are no longer possible or no longer feasible from a cost perspective or just execution perspective. And finally, banks and participants really need to look at traditional legacy infrastructure and look at replacing that with new cloud-based infrastructure that is better adaptable to the system. And this is one part that SmartStream plays a big role.
Thanks, Zenon. My name's Radha Pillay. I'm the Regional Director for SmartStream Technologies for Asia Pacific. I'm based here in Singapore. As you mentioned, I think we've been seeing the growth in cashless transactions over the years. We've been in the reconciliations and the exception management space for a number of years now, and as we saw the growth, it became very clear from the feedback that we've been getting from our clients that we needed to provide an automated solution where they would be able to monitor the exceptions, the breaks, and the transactions at a granular level. As you said, it's a bottom-up approach rather than looking at balances, because the value of these transactions, while they may be small, the huge volumes mean there could be huge risks associated to not getting this right. Then how do you handle this? So with SmartStream Technologies, we spent the last 5 years in our innovation lab applying AI use cases to these specific problems of handling big data, being able to automate the validation of data at a granular level, and being able to focus the organization's attention on the actual true breaks and exceptions. So our digital payments control module is one of the areas where we've seen a lot of interest and where we've been able to implement this to achieve high levels of automation, over 99% of auto match rates in certain organizations, which meant that they could focus purely on the real breaks, provide an early resolution, which then gives a much better customer experience and reduces the risk in the organization, across the organization. So AI is applied not just on the matching of the data, but also it learns from the day-to-day handling of the data by the business team and understands the way the business handles the data to therefore then apply and automate that process going forward. And a rules-based or a manual approach to handling this problem was not going to work. So I think very key in this space where to handle the big data, to handle granular transaction level data validation and exception management, you need to have AI-based capabilities. And SmartStream, we have a unique proposition in the market where we are one of the only vendors that has a true AI-based data validation and exception management capabilities in the space. So it's exciting times, and we're seeing a lot of interest, and I think it's going to be an exciting period between now and the year 2030, which your paper highlighted, right, where transactions would be almost threefold, going from 1 billion to 3 billion transactions, and this is where I think we can help.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with those transaction volumes, it's impossible to keep up through manual processes, and we've got to look to the future to be able to handle that. All those points are more covered in our paper that we did with SmartStream that's available now. We've included a link in the post, so please do download it. It's a free paper and goes into a lot more detail around some of these opportunities and challenges within the digital payment space. Thanks.